Imagine building an app so powerful that it completely rewires how billions of people think, watch, and even feel every single day. That app is TikTok, and behind it is a man almost nobody truly knows, Zhang Yiming, a quiet genius who never chased fame, never lived in the spotlight, yet somehow built the most addictive platform on earth. No flashy interviews, no celebrity lifestyle, no dramatic speeches, but his creation has outgrown Facebook in engagement, challenged Google for user attention, and even made governments around the world nervous about its influence. So how did an introverted engineer from China quietly reshape global culture? And why did he suddenly walk away at the very peak of his power? This is not just the story of TikTok. This is the story of a man who figured out how to hack human attention itself. Zhang Yiming was born in 1983 in a small city in China. Far away from the global tech spotlight, he would one day dominate. Unlike many tech billionaires who showed early signs of rebellion or ambition, Zhang was known as a quiet, deeply curious student who preferred observing the world rather than speaking loudly in it. He studied software engineering at Nankai University, where he didn't just learn how to code, but more importantly, how systems behave and how information flows between people. While others focused on building products, Zhang became obsessed with understanding how users consume content, what captures attention, and why certain ideas spread while others disappear. After graduating, he moved through several tech jobs, including a role at Microsoft. But he quickly realized that working inside a giant corporation limited his ability to experiment and innovate at speed. He later joined a startup called Kushuan, where he rapidly rose to a leadership role, proving not just his technical ability, but his vision for building scalable platforms. Yet even then, something felt missing, because Zhang wasn't interested in just improving existing products. He wanted to fundamentally change how information finds people, not the other way around. And that single idea would eventually become the foundation of everything he built next. In 2012, Zhang Yiming made a bold decision that would change the internet forever. He founded ByteDance with a completely different vision from anything that existed at the time. While platforms like Facebook and Twitter relied heavily on social graphs, who you follow, who your friends are, Zhang believed this model was fundamentally broken because it limited what people could discover. Instead, he bet everything on one radical idea: content should find you, not the other way around. This led to the creation of Tushio, an AI-powered news app that didn't ask users what they wanted, it learned from their behavior. Every scroll, every pause, every click, building a personalized feed that felt almost psychic in its accuracy. It was a completely new paradigm, driven by machine learning instead of human choice, and it worked. Tushio exploded in popularity across China, proving that algorithms could outperform traditional social networks in capturing attention. But Zhang wasn't thinking small. He wasn't just building another app. He was quietly developing the most powerful recommendation engine the world had ever seen, a system designed not just to deliver content, but to understand human behavior at scale. And that engine would soon evolve into something far bigger than anyone expected. By 2016, Zhang Yiming was ready to take his algorithm to the global stage. And that's when ByteDance launched a short video app called Douyin in China, which later became known to the world as TikTok. At first glance, it looked like just another entertainment platform, but underneath, it was powered by the same addictive recommendation engine that had made Tushio a success. Only this time, it was even more refined, more aggressive, and far more engaging. Unlike platforms where you had to choose who to follow, TikTok immediately started learning about you from the very first second. What you watched, what you skipped, how long you stayed. Then it fed you an endless stream of perfectly tailored content that felt impossible to stop watching. The real turning point came when ByteDance acquired Musical LY and merged it into TikTok, instantly gaining access to millions of young users in the United States and beyond. From that moment on, growth became explosive, spreading across continents at a speed no social platform had ever achieved before. Within just a few years, TikTok wasn't just competing with giants like Facebook or YouTube, it was redefining the entire game, changing how content is created, consumed, and distributed worldwide, turning ordinary people into global influencers overnight, and proving that the future of the internet would not be social first, but algorithm first. As TikTok continued its unstoppable rise, Zhang Yiming was no longer just a tech founder. He had quietly become one of the most powerful figures in the global information ecosystem, controlling what hundreds of millions and eventually billions of people saw every day. But with that power came intense scrutiny, especially from governments who began to realize that TikTok wasn't just an entertainment platform. It was a machine capable of shaping public opinion, cultural trends, and even political narratives. In the United States, concerns grew rapidly around data privacy and national security, leading to direct pressure from figures like Donald Trump, who pushed for a ban or forced sale of TikTok's U.S. operations. Suddenly, ByteDance found itself caught in the middle of a geopolitical storm, facing accusations, investigations, and global distrust. Yet what made this situation even more unusual was Zhang himself. While the world debated his company's influence, he remained almost completely silent, avoiding the spotlight and refusing to become a public-facing figure like many other tech CEOs. This silence only added to the mystery, making him seem less like a traditional entrepreneur and more like a hidden architect operating behind the scenes of a system that was now too big to ignore, raising one unsettling question. If an algorithm can control attention, how much power does its creator truly hold? At the very peak of TikTok's global dominance, when ByteDance was valued at hundreds of billions of dollars and its influence was stronger than ever, Zhang Yiming made a decision that shocked the entire tech world. He stepped down as CEO in 2021. There was no scandal forcing him out, no collapse of the company, no visible crisis that demanded his departure, which made the move even more mysterious. In his own words, Zhang admitted that he was not the ideal person to manage a company at such massive scale, explaining that he preferred analyzing systems and building products rather than handling the complexities of organizational management and public pressure. It was a rare moment of self-awareness in an industry filled with leaders who hold on to power for as long as possible. He handed over the CEO role to Liang Rubois, a longtime collaborator who understood the company's core philosophy, while Zhang transitioned into a more behind-the-scenes role, focusing on long-term strategy and research. But many observers believed there was more beneath the surface, as the increasing global pressure, regulatory scrutiny, and geopolitical tension surrounding TikTok may have also influenced his decision to step back from the spotlight. Whatever the true reason, his exit marked the end of an era, proving that even the man who mastered attention chose to disappear from it, leaving behind a system that continues to shape the digital world without him standing at the front. In the end, Zhang Yiming didn't just build a successful company or a viral app. He fundamentally changed how the internet works. Before TikTok, platforms were built around who you knew, your friends, your followers, your network. But Zhang replaced that model with something far more powerful and far more dangerous: pure algorithmic discovery. With ByteDance, he proved that an AI system could understand human behavior better than humans themselves, predicting what you want before you even realize it, keeping you engaged not because you chose to stay, but because the system never gave you a reason to leave. Today, every major platform, from YouTube to Instagram, has been forced to copy this model, transforming the entire digital ecosystem into a battle for attention driven by algorithms. But Zhang's legacy is more than just technology. It raises a deeper question about the future. When machines control what we see, what we feel, and what we believe, who is really in control? And perhaps the most ironic part of all is that the man who reshaped global attention chose to step away from it, leaving behind a system that continues to influence billions of lives every single day, quietly, invisibly, and more powerfully than ever before.